is just take a big old crunchy bite like this. Go get mama, because I know she's gonna like this one. Flautas, crispy, crunchy, juicy, all rolled up into deliciousness that keeps you coming back for more and more. You can never go wrong wrapping something into a tortilla, and then if you fry it and add some delicious condiments, then you just took it to an out-of-this-world level of goodness. At our house, they've always been corn tortillas filled with chicken and then rolled up and fried into an incredibly delicious, juicy golden little tortilla rolls that you just can't get enough of, especially when you top it off with a homemade ranchero salsa and a creamy avocado and crema dressing. You can use corn tortillas or flour tortillas. You can use cheese inside or outside or both. You can top them with lettuce and tomatoes, crema or avocado and sour cream, and even a pico de gallo or whatever you like, or even all the above. Flautas are so easy to make and can be very versatile. You can even use leftover beef, chicken, pork, and yes friends, even turkey like we're doing today. Why turkey? Because every year we have lots of turkey leftovers and I vacuum pack and freeze them for later and then never do anything special with them. All right, let's get started and I'll show you how my mama taught me how to make them. So we're just gonna make sure we don't have any bones or pokey things in here, sharp pieces of anything. And I'm gonna chop up the skin. The skin adds a lot of good flavor. All right, now we're gonna chop this up a little bit more. You want it to be kind of fine so you can get it into that tortilla and roll it up nice and tight. All right, friends, so the first thing we did was warm up a little bit of oil. We're gonna add a little bit of onions in there. We wanna cook them down a little bit, get them translucent. So we're gonna drop a little bit of garlic in there for just about 30, 40 seconds, maybe even a minute. So we're gonna throw just a little bit of tomato in there. Let that cook down a little bit. Before we drop our turkey, we're gonna take a little bit of this poultry seasoning right here. And don't take a lot, it's just a little shake. That's it. We wanna heat it up a little bit. The heat brings out all the natural flavor of all these ingredients. All right, friends, let's drop our turkey in here. Let's get this going. This is only about half of it, really. But I think we have enough turkey there for easy 10 or 12 flautas. Put a little wow, it's gonna kick it up a few notches and just make it absolutely delicious. I think it needs just a hair more poultry seasoning. That's it. I'm gonna take a little bit of our homemade chicken stock. I wanna loosen all this stuff up right here. Well, watch that, look at that magic. Woohoo! So we're ready to make some flautas now. First thing you gotta do is just to oil up those tortillas just a little bit. There are other techniques. Some people like to wet them, put them in a plastic bag and put them in the microwave. The old-fashioned way is to put them in a little bit of oil to soften them up. Let me go get my turkey meat and start rolling some big fat ones. Lay down your tortilla here. Get you a little bit of turkey here. And you don't want to overstuff them, but you also don't want to understuff them, right? You want to make sure you got enough meat in here. You can use tongs or you can use your fingers. I might just use my hands here in just a little bit. Probably a little bit quicker that way. And then you just kind of want to roll them over like this. It only takes one roll. Now if you can get them to set like that when you drop them in the oil, once they fry halfway, you don't have to worry about them opening up because the tortilla is going to get nice and hard. The other technique you can do is like my mama does. Get you a toothpick and just run it right through there. Here we go. Okay. All right, friends, here we have 15 amazing looking flautas, and they're not even cooked yet. Just wait till we get them in the fryer. We have our oil set on a sort of a high medium. Okay, well, my wife says this has to go down. Okay, so let's put it down just like that. It's a little too hot, I believe, so I'm going to turn the heat down. I'm gonna slide that over. I want to leave a little bit of space in between. And I think 4 is about all I want to try cooking at one time. There we go. And again, you don't want the oil too hot. You don't want to burn the tortillas. You want to just get them nice and golden in color. Now, once they've been in there for a little bit, you can slide that toothpick out. I like to give it a little twist. They're not going to open up. No right way or wrong way. My mom always leaves the toothpicks on until they're done. I'm gonna roll this first one over. Ooh, look at that. Nice, pretty color. Let's roll this one over now. Yep. Look at that. Just pretty, 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 pretty. You might want to roll it over a little bit more on the other side to get that crunch all the way around. I probably needed a little bit more oil height in here to get them just right. So when I get this batch out, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more oil and let it come up to temp. All right, friends, this one looks really nice and golden brown. It's ready to get eaten. I'm going to move it over here, let any excess oil drip out. All right, here goes round 2. And I'm gonna drop another one without a toothpick. If you do it quick and carefully, you won't burn your finger off, and they'll stay nice and tight. All you gotta do is flip them after a little while. If you use less meat filling inside, you can make them a little bit smaller, make the tortilla a little bit thicker, but it'll be a little bit tighter. Y'all know me, I like meat. So I make them nice and fat. We're using the crema mexicana from La Vaquita brand. This is a really, really delicious one. A whole avocado. About half a lime should do it. And you know that OG is my salt. All we're gonna do is shake a little bit in here. All right, let's whip this up. I think it needs a little bit of water. Get it to the consistency that you like. Don't overdo it, don't get impatient. There we go, perfect. Now it'll pour a little bit better. We just wanna saute them a little bit, get them nice and soft. I'm gonna go ahead and put my serrano peppers in there. Starting to toast a little bit. We're gonna throw in a little bit of our garlic here. These are 2 cloves of garlic. This goes into the salsa. We have a little bit of homemade tomato sauce, so we're gonna add a little bit of this, along with some more tomatoes that we're throwing in here. Now this is not gonna be a puree, this is a salsa, so we still want a little bit of chunkiness in there. Salt is always to taste. Time to smash them up a little bit. And so we're just gonna let this kind of simmer for about 4 or 5 minutes. That's all you need. All right, friends, it's time to plate and take a big old crunchy bite, so let's get after it. I'm basically gonna plate them the way my mom and my wife do. Now, normally my limit is 3. Today, we're gonna eat 4. All right, we have 4 gorgeous looking flautas there. Now, usually we can eat these with a little bit of rice and beans. Today, it's just kind of like a little dinner salad to go down with these. I get made fun of by some of my online friends because I say tomatoes. Folks, call them whatever you want, man. I like to have fun when I'm cooking. This is what makes this dish extra, extra special. The salsa. Ooh, look at that, folks. You want a nice, big bunch of salsa on there. Then we're gonna take our avocado crema, and we're just gonna drizzle it a little bit like this, a little bit like this, a little bit like this, and a little bit like this. Wow. All of us Texas Tejano folks always want to squeeze a lime on just about everything. So we're going to take a little bit of lime, give it a little squeeze here. A little bit on the salad too. This is a true story, folks. I do this to my salads. Try it. I bet you'll never go back to salad dressing. Not with this salsa, man. All right, now if you're in a restaurant, you know, especially if it's a nice place and you're all dressed up and you're with some fine folks, you probably have to use a fork and a knife. At home, it's just take a big old crunchy bite like this. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, better. Mmm. 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 That's good. That is so, so good. Friend, this is the first time we've ever made flautas with turkey. I'm gonna tell you, that good little hint of smoke comes through there. The little garlic and onion flavor, that little shake of wow, really made the turkey pop. And then you fry that, dude. It just adds a whole another level of amazing goodness. That homemade ranchero style salsa, the avocado crema with lime in it. Oh my gosh, you talk about a combination, folks. That's a winner right there. All day long. I'm gonna cut out early because this is so good and I don't want it to get cold on me. Folks, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I had a really great time making it for y'all. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe too so you don't miss any videos from Arnie Tex. This is just really so good, folks. If you're interested in the APC Wow Rub, it's right here. That is at pitmaster.us. So is the OG, which is just a simple salt, pepper, garlic. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to keep the smoke light. Make it work, make it a wild kind of day. Boom! This is so good, baby. I like it. Oh, man. Absolutely delicious. Amazing. Cut. It's good. That is really good. Go get Mama, because I know she's gonna like this one.